Happy Friday. I'm late. I was recording a video. It was an hour-long video. It wasn't supposed to be that long, but it was. Croton wanted me to react to something, but I don't know how to put that on my stream. I'm gonna try. I hate streaming off of my desktop. It's so confusing to me. That's why I only play Switch games. Am I gonna get leaked? Is the question. No! Stop playing. How do I do this? Window capture, maybe? Oh. That wasn't hard. Never mind. I'm gonna crop it, though. My YouTube video, by the way, that I posted on Wednesday is gonna be re-uploaded tomorrow because I didn't notice that none of the text rendered. So I don't know. This is a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video. I've played this like once on my brother's Switch, so I don't know. Though I didn't know that there were Xenoblade characters in that game. That's news to me. What do you mean she disappeared? Nobody knows where she is. I bet this was a crazy trailer to watch as a Xenoblade fan 5 years ago. Sounds like it's raining, but it's not. Whatever it takes, like the Degrassi theme song. I just realized this doesn't have audio, does it? Oh, it does. Wait, no, it doesn't. I'm so bad at streaming. I don't know how to get the audio to come up. Girl, there's subtitles. It's fine. Oh, wow. Pyro blazes into battle. What? Poor Rex. He looks a little strange. Why is she so smooth? Hi, Link. Hello. I think if I did play Smash, I would play as her. Mithra Awakens. Why does she sound better in this than the actual Xenoblade 2 game? Hello? She actually sounds like she has emotion. I know you can't hear it, but We can do that in the game, Rex. Hi, Gramps. This is the Smash Bros. Ultimate Pyra trailer that doesn't have audio because I don't know how to use OBS. You're at Michael's? Well, you're not missing much. Shulk? Because the audio's not. There is no audio, right? I don't see any audio coming through. We're gonna go against each other. Girl, I think Pyro would win in Mithra. Okay. That was cool. Someone buy me Smash. Please. And thank you. Okay, I did some mining off camera. I think I have Electric Mastery 5 and Focus 4, but I went to go to the spot to check and I couldn't find it, so I might have done that for nothing? I don't know. Anyways, I am very confused on how I beat the Adventures of Elliot demo in 1 hour. Let me know. I was doing this. I don't know if this is different from the other map I have. But this is what I was doing earlier.
Meh. Long journeys make Tora tired.
Refresh and set off again.
Like, I'm really confused. Where did I need Electric Mastery? Did I go the wrong way or something? Went down here. You know, go through here. Go up the ladder. Very slowly, apparently. I don't remember this ladder being so long. Go up here. Is it that? Did I try to use this? Oh, here it is.
Let me. Calm your mind.
Oh, I don't have it.
Structural analysis.
Well, shoot.
There.
Do I need this?
That should do it.
I need one more Electric Mastery? What the heck? I thought I had it all. She have it? I think she does. Oh, Light Mastery? Oh, Focus. Girl, I don't want to deal with this. I thought I had it all. Oh.
La la la.
Oh.
I can open anything.
I think did I just get it? Is that what I just got? I don't know.
Let me.
Oh, I didn't get it. Okay. Heck. I guess I could try to pull for it, but who can I do that on? I guess her. And him. I'm just gonna do it on Zeke, I think. I don't know which one to do though. Water. Dark. Oh. Do you? Pause. But I think I need all. Can I use it on someone else? I don't know how this game works.
Looking forward to it.
Here, let me.
My turn! Calm your mind.
Focus.
Structural analysis in progress.
I did it.
There. That should do it.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I'm going out to where the cutscene started. What's up here? Did I not need that? I don't know. What if I, like, actually didn't need to do that?
Rex look worried. Maybe Rex lost wallet?
It's not that.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe your worry is your wallet's
What chapter
empty.
am I on? 8?
Well, that's true. I don't work much these days. Hey, why are you so interested in my finances all of a sudden?
I'm almost
What
done
is
with
up
this
with you, kid?
game.
You've been a right gloomy guts lately.
I was thinking about Amalthus. If what Jin said is true, the Praetor doesn't just hate blades, but humans too. I mean, he basically hates the whole world, seems like.
How so?
In Old Torna, humans
Why are we
lived
so
together with
sad?
blades that eventually became titans. So destroying Torna was the same as destroying the titans. Amalthus must have known that the
I'm gonna test
titans have
something.
been dying off over the last few centuries.
Cannot live without titans. Everybody go by
Maybe the Praetorium
Why
saw
doesn't
it
that work?
as an obstacle to their power. If the Blades were becoming titans and creating new land, people might have more faith in the Blades. If a new faith emerged, it would threaten the Praetorium and its dogma.
I understand that much.
God.
I don't know.
That's
I
just
thought this was
war
a
and
classy
politics.
party.
I don't know why those don't work.
Rex?
Hating people, hating yourself. Where does it end? What do you do when you hate the whole world?
You mean
Destroy it. That's all that's left. Tell me I'm wrong.
You
That's a
heard
leap
it?
of logic, but I think a lot of mortals.
I
are
thought they
like
didn't
that.
work.
Do you remember? Talking to the Praetor. I said it felt like talking to Malos.
Did it come through my earbuds and then into
Yeah.
the mic?
you did say that?
It's a funny thing. Malos and the Praetor, they want the same thing.
Okay, well, I thought they didn't work. It says that there's no audio. I'm confused. I'm not a good streamer. Why does everything have to be so dark? I can't see.
Emmy,
What is it?
leaving you alone in the world like this. I failed you as a mother,
Huh?
but
Mother!
forgive me.
Hello? What? What the heck?
Where's she going?
Stop! Stop!
Here! She went this way!
Mother! Mother!
Girl, if my mom pushed me off a cliff, I would not be screaming for her after. But that's just me. That's a little freaky.
Mother.
Oh wow. We don't get to see that, but we get to see a kid get pushed off a cliff.
Your Eminence, we'll be exiting the Cloud Sea shortly.
What?
We're just seeing
Hello.
everyone in this.
A dark mass in the Cloud Sea. It's...
It's so crazy I'm approaching the end of this game.
Indel. What?
Get him.
They took us by surprise. Petroka, prepare the defenses. I'll analyze the threat.
I'm on it! You need to counterattack, damn it! Stop trying to give orders and get to it! Ugh! Where's Mikhail? What a time to let us down!
Mikhail's down below.
Below? But
Got it! A bypass to the cannons. Watch this, scum.
Why'd he smirk like that?
Ready?
Ready.
The ship will get you as far as the boundary layer. We can drop you and Malos off there. We'll have to. All rest ships can't make it past the boundary layer.
Yeah, no sweat.
Jin, you are okay with this, right?
Mikhail.
Hmm?
Take care of Laura.
Jin?
Akos, fire up the blade bots. Time to strike. Jin! Malos!
Indol. They got here sooner than we thought.
They gave up on the boy pretty quick. No surprise.
Hatch open. Ready to launch.
Okay. Launch!
This is crazy. Indol is now a hostile power. You can no longer continue any quests that you accepted in Indol. Okay. You transferred to Leftheria?
What have we here?
I was,
Nice.
you
Very
know, looking up
nice.
people's favorite pouch items so I could get their trust up. Or, you know, do their little things that they needed to get focus and electric mastery. How the heck do you develop an area? Because there were like stores that I couldn't find, I guess, because I needed to develop the location they were at. I was so confused. Like, what do you mean there's more to this game? What do I need here? No response. Key code is missing. Well, girl, what do you want me to do about that? What's that? Oh, the door opened. Because these things want to fight me. Oh, there's a big guy in there. So... I don't want to fight you. What the heck?
No! We lost the
I'm gonna
upper
fight this guy. No.
Rating at
Immediately started dying. That's crazy. Hello? I want to fight the big guy. Why isn't my target changing? Oh, whatever. I guess I'm fighting this guy. Oh, I forgot to put Mia on my thing.
well done. Maybe we're not denial protocol.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Maybe things will get interesting now.
Okay. I might have to restart this.
I can keep going. Yeah! Double spinning X!
Or maybe just not do it at all.
Why not? I'm all
The Seeker falls!
Okay.
We won't lose again.
Good start.
Maybe if we do some prep.
I don't want to go that way. I'm gonna go back this way for a second. Where the heck do I get key code? Or whatever it said. I did all that work. I'm gonna go down here because I know what's down here. Okay. Oh, I guess I did need it because now I'm going towards wherever I need to go. I think. No, isn't this? Is this not just where I was the other day? It is. What the heck? Oh, speaking of my Ko-Fi, I have member thingies on there now, if anyone cares.
Put your best foot forward, Rex. You put your feet up over there. All right, Gramps?
Because of, like, early access to my blog posts and YouTube videos when the website I want to use decides it wants to work again.
Anchor shot. Run Go for it. With the power of friendship. Sword back. Sword back. Double spinning X. Now I'm fired up.
There's something important out here.
Hit it, no!
This is what force and foresight.
Third stage. Awesome. Zekenator's time to shine. Leave it to Zeke.
Also, I'm broke in the game now. I only have like $25 gold, or whatever it is. I spent so much money on lipstick for Pandoria, and it barely got her trust up. And that was crazy.
Leave it to Zeke.
Naponic distraction.
It's on you.
Denial protocol. Thanks for the support.
Ha! Ha!
Surface.
Double spinning haywire.
Denial protocol.
Anchor shot. Ha!
Bullseye.
Scatter shot.
Ha! Bullseye. Ha!
I just love how they announce the moves that they're using. Did it say bad topple?
Double spinning
Dynamic spark sword.
Double spinning
Time for a finishing blow.
helmet makes for quite a snug berth, my boy. It's not my fault if you fall out during battle, yeah?
Am I? Have I been here? I don't know.
Okay, bring it on.
Poppy QT operating at max power.
Please don't go get your friend. Please come back.
New enemy in the
Oh,
mix.
his friends.
Dynamic spark sword.
Double. Let's give him the full treatment. Sync it up, everyone.
Stop.
Me first.
Ray of masterful. Enemy is getting distracted.
Tora, keep up.
Tora right here. Missile.
Super.
Don't mess up, Zeke.
Don't mess up, Zeke.
Enemy is getting distracted.
Chain attack finish. Did you see that?
Still don't really. I mean, I kind of understand the chain attack, but I really kind of don't understand the chain attack. If that makes sense.
Double spinning Thanks for that. Sword back. Everyone's getting sword back. Double spinning The enemy's element is now ice. Why not? Pulverizing. Sword back. Double spinning
I I've had so many chances to put Nia on my team. I think I'm good now. You're telling me this girl's a wolf and not a naked bunny? That was a crazy thing to find out today. I really messed that How did I come back from almost dying? That's kind of crazy.
Double spinning edge.
Also, I had to play with Electra to kill some things. She's so slow and really annoying.
Splendid. I could have done this blindfolded.
Okay, I need to this.
Showtime!
You just leave it to me. I'll use my brains to put this team to good use.
Okay. Whatever that means.
Okay,
Oh.
bring it on.
I didn't realize that was an enemy, to be honest. Look at him going to get his friends. They're in the other room. I do think I'm lost, to be honest.
Let's go.
Onwards!
I gotta figure this out. Help. I might cheat a little bit. I'm confused. have to do this. I have to fight these. I don't wanna. I wanna fight them.
No! We lost the upper hand. I am ready for anything.
I'm on to you.
Thanks for that.
Maybe we'll get out of this.
Quick and hard!
Double spinning edge.
He's gonna die. It's like immediately. That's crazy.
You worry too much.
Let's finish this so we can start our Not again, Rex.
Someone can help me, but it doesn't really help. I need Nia. I think I need to. I either need her to be my first blade or to be on my team. Like I like her to be.
Dynamite.
I keep dying as soon as I can use her.
Never fear. I got
I don't think you have this. I'm so sorry.
This is a disaster. Maybe we're not. Any test subjects like this? Tora made things a little easier for you. Next time, we won't lose.
I feel like where I wanted to go. Hello? I don't know how to play this. This is where I want to go. My chat's broken on my phone.
Meh. Long journeys make Tora tired. Refresh and
I'm gonna see if I can level up. I meant to do this when I was playing earlier, but I forgot. Only she can, okay.
I'm stronger than this, you know? Much, much stronger.
I feel like I'm a little underleveled.
Did you have a restful sleep?
Let's rest a spell.
Where am I
Let's get going.
Hey Neo, you better help. I wish the big guy would just wait a second.
Focusing on target. No, don't look this way.
I could do this. Well done. Maybe quick and arts.
Let us make use of it now.
For sure. Ha! Double spinning edge.
Can you not hit me? Oh, let me move, please. I feel like I shouldn't do this, but fine.
Ray of punch. Enemy is getting distracted.
Keep up.
Go, Tora, right here. Heavy missile.
Super.
Hopefully someone's close enough.
On it.
Why does she have nobody other than Toma?
Raging tiger. Enemy down.
Does everyone get taken when I change her?
Let us make use of it now.
Double spinning egg. Focusing on the
Let us make use of it.
double spinning egg.
Hook off,
I've
break.
got something right.
Nicely done. Everyone's getting sight. Gotcha.
Let us make use of it now. Gamma ray, break.
It was like slightly too late. I want that. Excuse me. Your big arm. Oh, we're doing the big guy? Okay. Did not stay down very long.
Double spinning egg. For sure. We'll do it together.
Stop.
We're up, Gramps.
Finish.
Hello?
Double spinning egg.
Hello? Why did that end immediately?
New enemy in the mix. Sinking
I'm gonna try again.
Max power!
We're up, Gramps.
Ray of Masterpod! Enemy is getting
Tora,
distracted!
keep up.
Tora right here! Missile!
Magnificent.
Mia's turn!
I need to fix our blades.
Finish.
I barely did anything. Now we have to pray. There's a motorcycle fighting us.
Blade combo. Third stage.
Everyone's getting sight in these elementals now. Double spinning shot.
This motor, there's two of them.
Why not?
I don't know. I think Nia being on my team is way better than using her as a blade. Oh, poor Tora. I didn't even know that was happening. Get up! I pressed this 3 times. Stop shooting me, please. Tora dying just ruined everything, I think. Stop kicking me.
Bend to my will. Blade combo. Third stage. Awesome. Ruinous weather. Break.
Let's give it a treatment.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to like.
Why not?
Hey, move.
I apologize.
Oh, Nia's dead. That's not good. That's really not good. That's not good. I'm gonna die. I'm so close to killing him, and I'm gonna die.
Tora, keep up.
Tora right here! Missile!
Elemental burst.
Let's keep it up.
Super.
Go for it.
Great.
Enemy is getting distracted!
Tora, keep up.
Come on, Poppy.
Right on time! Poppy, crushing blow!
No.
Chain attack. Finish.
Dinner is
Yeah.
served!
No way.
I'm dead.
We were awesome.
Pow pow! Cannon!
I'm all out of juice.
He was this close to dying. He was so close.
I'll bash you up proper next time,
And
I
a pawn roll,
swear.
huh? Where am I going?
Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
That's crazy.
No, we lost the upper hand.
Denial protocol!
Can you?
I am ready
Hello.
for anything.
I'm gonna die already. That's crazy.
Make haste and retreat.
For sure.
Come on, maybe we should
Pay attention to me! What's your support? Let me
I'm stuck. Stop.
Nicely done. Just give him the rain achievement. Why not? Double spinning watch out! Gotcha! Sword smash! Anchor shot!
I really messed it up. Why do I mess it up so bad when it's slow?
Watch out! Sword smash! Double spinning the enemy's element is now ice! Why not? Double spinning sword smash! Anchor shot!
Make haste and retreat.
For sure! Yeah! Ha! Sword smash!
Hi, Rye. Thank you for the raid. I almost killed this big guy. He probably had like 3 HP left and I died. So that's how my team's going so far. Also, hi, I'm Cupid. I play Nintendo games. Hi, Corin. You're teaching Rye about Hades? I've never played that. Do you think that I would like it? I don't know what it's about. No, we'd have to fight the little guys, I think. I think we should do this one. I used to be kind of into Greek mythology. I need Nia to break more often. The only reason I want her on my team and not as a blade. Does it cost money? I assume it does. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Nia, heal me, please. I'm really struggling. Can I please? Thank you, Nia. I'm excited for Papa's Mocharia to come out. I never finished Papa's Pizzeria. What if I play that and finish it? Maybe I'll, I don't know. I want to do Papa's YouTube videos, but I'm like, what would I even, like, keep in a video like that? What would I cut out? What would I keep in? Would I do anything? I want to do a chain attack, but I'm afraid to. I started focusing on me. Here come the motorcycles. I feel like we should. I missed. Okay. Can I move, please? Please get up. Can he not get knocked over?
Why not? Gotcha.
Is this to your liking?
Did he die? What happened?
Watch out!
Focusing on target.
I forgot how to, like, I literally just stopped understanding buttons for like 2 seconds. That was weird. I pressed every button at the same time, trying to target this guy. Oh, I did topple him. Ooh, what are you gonna get? We're having... I'm making macaroni, hot dogs, and chili. I was requested... Did I kill that guy? I was requested to put hot dogs in the macaroni. I would prefer to not do that, so I'm just gonna have a hot dog. I also have 2 pieces of pizza left. I love how Rex can just pull this guy down. I could use my chain attack. I don't know if I want to risk it though. Like, just in case.
Farewell. Blade combo. Thirsty horse.
I think it's safer to just do this.
Let us make use of it.
Forward back. Double spinning edge. That's all I hear.
Let us make use of it. Anchor shot. Let us make use of it.
Why not? Double spinning
Yeah, he's dead. Oh. Why? Every time I get on a stream, oh my god, my Joy-Cons just want to die. So awkward. Hold on. Please go on the Switch. Hello? I only switched the one. Now I have to fix my monitor. And my microphone. Okay. I don't want to fight those guys. Where am I going? Nowhere? Okay.
Oh.
Looks like I can go somewhere. Can you get it together, Rex, please? Excuse me, Tora. I'm gonna take a break. I don't know what's about to happen. I will be right back. What? Please don't hit me. What's going on with Thor's health? What's happening? What is he doing? Where am I going?
Okay,
oh
bring it on.
Huh? Why are you level 64? Oh, because you're a timed guy.
Well done. Maybe we're not.
I don't want to. You seem like you're gonna take a long time to fight. What is happening with this? I just died. All my health just went away in 1 second.
Tora made things a little easier for you. Next time.
You're actually joking. Oh my god. All of that work and I just have to do it again. That's crazy.
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? I didn't have to do that fight. I forgot that if you go on a ladder, it just stops fighting everything. Rex, please get it together. Why can't you climb there?
It must have sensed our skills.
Why? Like, why immediately? Where am I going? Oh, there's something. This guy stops following us, which he's not going to because he's right there. Just be over there. Thank you. Please enter password. I have to find a key, a password. I'm scared. E-code terminal. Key code. Okay. Well, now I need a password. I'm confused.
You're all mine.
Can I just... Oh, I can just jump out of that. I didn't want to. I was just curious. Hi, Crispy. Thank you for lurking. I'm so glad I didn't need, like, Dromark for level 20. Poppy hair level 50 for that. 66. Yay.
What have we here?
In my experience,
I haven't seen Star Wars in so long. Oh god. It's gonna do that. Oh, it wants me to go up. Portal 2. My fiance told me to play that. Hello. I don't want, there's so, oh my god, there's so many.
New enemy in the mix. New enemy in the mix.
Hear how much stuff is happening to me?
I could do this alone, you know.
Why did it immediately... Okay. It immediately started the fight for me.
Well, no way I'd ever have guessed the World Tree was like this on the inside.
I need to level up.
It
I'm
definitely
concerned.
appears to be man-made. Created by the same civilization as Moritha.
The birthplace of the architect. That's what Jin called it.
Then maybe the architect built this thing. Do you really think we're going to find him at the top? And Elysium too? From what we saw in Moritha, it seemed like all that stuff happened a gazillion years ago. Or maybe 2 gazillion. I don't know.
2 gazillion.
Not even Titans live that long.
Even Pyra and Mithra have never actually met him. But this tower's right here. It's real. So...
Seeing is believing, is the phrase. We'll just have to find out for ourselves. There's no use speculating.
Nia, what's wrong? Is tummy started rumbling?
Oh, Father. Every time with you, it's, have you lost your wallet? Or are you hungry? Is that really all you can think of?
That's so mean.
food is only thing that makes Nia all, growly. Watch it, Furball.
What is Nia's problem?
That's not a nice way to ask, Poppy. But I let it slide. There's something I want to ask you, Blades. Tell the truth. Have you ever wanted to extend your life?
Avoid returning to our cores?
Yeah.
That's a tough question. I would like to keep learning about my former selves, but to keep living after Morag is dead... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I understand. The idea of living on without her does not appeal to me.
Yeah, same here. I want my memories of the prince
This seems
to be
like a
just between
problem.
us.
You're going to make me blush, Pandy.
Like, if a
Jomac?
Blade
As long as I'm
wanted
by
to
my
stay
lady's
alive,
side till the end,
wouldn't that
then
be
I'm
kind of like
satisfied.
equivalent to robots wanting to take over the world?
Poppy is artificial Blade.
In a way.
So it is very sad.
I don't know how to
to
ask
think
what I'm
about.
thinking.
When Master Pawn is gone, Poppy will be widow.
Aww.
Well, not quite. But I get where you're coming from. Pyra?
Well,
It's different for you, right? You've been alive for a few centuries.
Did I ask you? Pyra, what do you think about it? Really?
Hey,
sometimes I wondered why I have to keep on living forever. Just on and on, no end in sight. But it's different now. I'm glad I've stayed alive all this time. Parting is always sad. But it's just part of the deal of being me. Though, maybe one day I'd be happy to close my eyes forever. With someone special. There. By my side.
Pyra.
Aww.
That's our Pyra. Thanks, guys. Thanks for sharing with me.
So, what made you ask?
I'm a flesh eater. So, I don't know how long I'll live for. I mean, for all I know, I might just snuff it tomorrow.
My lady.
But I can say this much. My life and death isn't tied to any human.
And?
It's Jin. I've been wondering. Jin was collecting core crystals. But why didn't he use them? Doesn't he hate humans? He could use them to create blades, then turn them into flesh eaters. He could expand Torna with no need for humans in the mix.
They do lack numbers. Is that all of them?
Yeah. It's just the 5 of them. That's it. When Malos suggested getting Obrona and Akos to resonate, Jin was dead against it. So I think maybe Jin feels the same way as us.
The same way as us?
I think maybe that's why he won't resonate with anyone.
Jin has to be, like, he has to turn into a good guy, right? Why did he jump? Molly, what are you doing? Am I about to go into a really big fight that I'm probably underleveled for? Molly?
An explosion?
A battle, perhaps.
So, this is what the world trees really like.
They aren't leaves. They're glyphs. Hey, look!
An old, torn warship. Didn't think there'd be any of those left.
Never mind that. What's this? I had no idea Indol could make it up this high. Cloud Sea, long way down.
It appears that Indol has modified their Titan as old Temperantia did with theirs. But that much firepower. I did not know Indol possessed so much force.
No need to ask what they plan to do with it. They anticipated it. That Jin and Malos would try to ascend.
So, Jin is inside that thing?
Yes, no doubt.
Let's hurry! We can't let them make it to Elysium!
What are we gonna do? You want me to go up? Now my left controller's dying. That's crazy.
What have we here?
I know trees like the back of my hand.
Whatever that means.
It must have sensed our skill.
Just gonna walk away. Molly needs to go out. I might have to let her out. He didn't respond. I'm gonna go let the dog out. I'll be right back. He didn't respond because he was not in here. So that's embarrassing.
You know you can't control it.
Where did he come from?
I hear you've been promoted. By the Praetor.
You? Why?
Just thought I'd come and say goodbye. Would you rather I leave without saying anything?
Goodbye? What would compel you to leave me? You or my...
I've got full control.
That's really sad,
of
actually.
all my powers now. It doesn't matter if you die. I can keep on going.
What are you saying, Malos?
The Praetorium, the Believers, I despise them all. Humans aren't fit to breathe our air. So, I'm going to give you what you always wanted.
But I never...
I'm clearing out the worthless. Isn't that why you sought the Architect? Why you climbed the World Tree? Yet look at you now.
That's so sad.
There must be someone out there who can use this core. I'll send them after Malos.
What? Now the dog wants in.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it!
We discovered good place.
Inderline warrior monks.
Oh no.
To the Aegis and her driver, we're here to pass on an order from His Eminence. You are to use the Aegis's power to bring down that ship.
Huh?
What's wrong? This is your duty, Pilgrim.
My only
Pilgrim.
duty is to open the way to the World Tree.
You cannot do it? If so, then we must take the Aegis into custody.
I get it now. They just wanted to use Mithra's power to burn up their little problem. Nothing new under the sun.
I didn't say we couldn't do it, but we have to stop Jin. Tell your boss that's what we're doing, okay?
We don't negotiate holy decrees.
Just
If
to
you don't
agree with
comply,
them.
then
I want to
prepare
fight
for
them.
righteous chastisement.
I told him he has to let the dog in because he's outside. Oh my god, they're all...
I'll take you all on!
Just watch this! On your head! No! I'm not down yet! I'm not down yet! No good? What now? On your head!
Let us make use of it.
Everyone's getting shot! I'm not down yet, brother! No! On your head!
Why are these guys so much easier than some of the other enemies I've fought today? Am I crazy?
How can I miss? How can I miss? Everyone's getting miss. Not like this. I'm not down yet. On your head. No good? How can I miss? What now? Double spinning edge. Here's my chance.
Enemy is getting distracted.
What now? I'm not down yet. Spinning edge. On your head. Double defeat.
Oh my god.
No good? Here's my chance. No. I'm
They're
not
healing.
down yet. How can I miss?
A little bit.
What now? A shameful defeat. Now! Get ready! Spinning Go, father!
Okay.
Scatter shot! Sword back! Master bomb! Enemy is getting distracted!
Not like this!
Let me take it!
Hello. I need you to come down here.
Steady! Drill!
I don't understand how we hit him. He's in the air.
Make haste and retreat! Double spinning edge!
Sure. Right!
Sword Double spinning edge! Hit it! No!
Denial protocol! Scatter shot!
Why not? Topple! Let's make use of it now!
Nice attack! Master bomb! Enemy is getting distracted!
Sink it! Take one stop!
I think I'm good. I think I can do this and not need it.
Your money!
To heal.
Tora, keep up!
Tora, right on time! Missile!
So I thought this would do more damage. Now I kind of regret it.
Raging tiger! Finish!
Only did 30,000. Crazy.
Double spinning eight! Anchor ship! No way!
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
I shall drown you with my power. Blade combo, thirst force.
Why not?
Right! We can do it!
Sword back! Everyone's choice. Double spinning edge! Go for it!
Lightning!
Why not? Sword back! Double spinning edge!
No! You fight Poppy! Quick and
He's on ult. Almost dead.
Sword back! Double spinning edge!
Did you grapple him again, maybe?
Just make use of it now.
No, I'm fired!
Hearts of everyone beating as one!
Double spinning edge!
Opponents have no shortage of strength.
Why is he focused on me?
Why not?
Sword back! Double spinning edge!
Light crash, break.
Topple!
Okay, that was a lot easier than the random big guy that I didn't even have to fight.
They're gonna tell the Praetor that we're...
Rigid!
Mithra!
What's going on?
What on something? Someone?
This effect. Can it be?
Oh my god.
Forgive my interference. Time runs short.
Malthus!
That's Hayes' core crystal. Van Norn's.
That's it, all right. The other half.
What is it? Nia!
Amalthus. He took Van Norn's core crystal. He's using her power.
That's
Not
crazy.
only that, this is in fact my original primal power.
Mithra!
The artifice! No! No! Stop!
Mithra! Mithra!
What do I do? I have to fight him?
Is that the artifice? Is it the Aegis?
No.
But
Amalthus?
He's my driver, and I'm an Aegis. If that energy gets any stronger, you won't just control the blades, but Mithra too. Amalthus, you never disappoint.
I am the driver of the Master Blade. Bow before me, the Master Driver.
The Master
I possess the power to
Driver.
command all blades. Every blade alive. Indeed, even the very Titans are under my control.
That must be how he repelled the attack. Sooner or later, he'll control us too.
Don't worry, half-breeds like you won't come under his control. Sure, he can dampen your power, but that's why we built those things.
I understand my battery is dying. Thank you.
Mikhail's creations will not submit to Amalthus's control.
And neither will this bucket of bolts. We're nearly at the boundary layer. Jin, Malos, get ready.
Roger. Melos, let's move.
Yeah. Mikhail, Akos, Petroka. It's up to you now.
Sure.
Yeah, we get it.
Hey, when you see our daddy, dear, tell him thanks for everything from me.
Okay.
Rex, the Torna ship stopped moving.
Looks to me like they're gonna try and get inside.
Amalthus! We're gonna stop Jin! But you've gotta stop this!
You're speaking nonsense, boy. Now is the hour of their doom. You leave me no choice but to perform your duty for you.
Destroying Jin and Torna? We're only trying to stop them, not kill them!
You believe you can sway them with words of reason?
Well, yes! Jin told me what happened. What happened
Like, is he
500
really
years ago.
evil?
And you
I
were the
mean, they
cause of it.
probably should die.
Crater.
I was nothing but the mouthpiece of the architect.
When I meet him, I'll ask him myself. About me, about Pyra and Mithra.
That is not your right. It is mine. You resist? Again? You defy me again?
Amalthus, you won't get what you want.
He's a little freaky.
Rex's blade!
That's right. Rex, you're the Aegis's driver. There's nothing he can do that you can't.
Does that mean...
Rex, it's true. Power depends on the heart of its wielder. Right?
Do I have to fight him as like a hologram?
I can move.
Rex!
I'm okay. I won't let him get away with this anymore. He's just manipulating humans and blades alike. That's not the Architect's will at all. Give it up, Amalthus! You can leave Jin and the rest to us.
Where are they?
I don't think there's anything after this. I think this cutscene's the end of the
Soon
chapter.
Malos will activate Ion. If we can hold this position and prevent the scum
Which is
from ascending,
surprising.
then victory is ours.
Okay then. We've got to go all out.
There are too many flashing lights happening.
The vortex!
Your Eminence,
What?
the tower.
What?
At peace, brother.
Yeah.
The field of effect is only a little reduced. It is drawing near.
Are you going somewhere?
Together. We must exterminate the vermin. No soul alive may sully the Architect's presence.
That's a little freaky. I don't like that he has legs. That's how it ends? What? Well, I would start the next one, but I'm really tired. Like, it's kind of hard to keep my eyes open. So, it's gonna be all a little short stream today. I'm gonna raid Hero Guesser. And I will be back on Monday in my own apartment. I'll be playing this. I don't know how long chapter 9 is, but I don't know. I don't want this game to be over, so I'm a little sad. I'll be back on Monday. I'll see you guys then. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Bye.